Alright, welcome back to another breakdown. We're getting closer to the NBA draft. I'm your host, JT, JTown32. If you want to follow me on any of the social sites. And I've done a breakdown of Anthony Edwards already. I also did a breakdown of LaMelo Ball. Both seem to be gaining some traction, so let's keep it going. Now, we know that the draft, I think, is a little more than, or it might be in about 2 weeks. And we know, essentially, it was a three-headed race as far as who should be the number one pick. Now, a lot of people have ruled out the guy that I'm going to talk about because for the simple fact that, let's say, he didn't play basketball, but other than, I think, like 3 or some games, and he's a center. So, with Minnesota having the number one pick, a lot of people may think because Karl Anthony Towns plays the big for them, that they wouldn't need another big. And that guy that I'm talking about is James Wiseman. Now, I get where that comes into play. However, I don't know if the NBA is fully changing back to being a bigger league, but if you look at the Lakers, they essentially are a bigger team. When they play like JaVale and Anthony Davis, or when they play Anthony Davis and Dwight, things like that allow them to be more than influential on the backboard and on the glass in general. So I don't think it would hurt too much for Cat, because Cat can step out. However, James Wiseman is working on his jump shot, but right now he's raw. But he's an athlete. He might be longer than Karl Anthony Towns right now. Like, I think James Wiseman is a legit 7 foot, if I'm not mistaken. But he's a better, I will say, as far as a shot blocker, he's a better shot blocker than Karl Anthony Towns right now. James Wiseman, that is. So, I think he could be the number one pick as well. I don't see a reason why he couldn't, as far as being a foundational piece for a team that does have some young talent, but obviously they don't have the talent to get over the hump. Maybe a defensive plug such as James Wiseman, who, he's not bad on offense, but he has some work to do. Maybe he could help. So let's go ahead and get into this. Shouts to Frankie Vision. This is his montage. Now, you won't have much in the montage looking at this just because he didn't play that many games. But one thing that you do see is the positioning. Like, look how he's positioning himself. Just because he's big, he is looking for a body to box out. Things like that are fundamental keys that you want to pay attention to. As the big may seem to be extinct, the big is not. And if you get a quality big with good fundamentals, and as long as he is, like, that's nothing for him, right? So he's dunking that with nothing, no effort at all. And where you're gonna see a benefit for him is because he is longer than everybody. He can grab these rebounds just by jumping straight up. He's one of those people, you put it up anywhere around the rim, and he's going to be able to take advantage. Now, the one thing that I like about him that I think is underrated is his shooting form. He has a nice touch for a big. He did step out a little bit towards the end of his college career, or rather his high school career, and start hitting a couple of threes. I still wouldn't, I would still leave him open. However, he can take the shot. And that's going to be one of his greatest assets right there, is running the floor. As you see, as a big, not a lot of bigs can run the floor like that continuously throughout the game and with that stamina. And look at that. See, he boxed out, and he's still just too long, right? It was just too long for the kid. Didn't even touch him. So if you plan on getting somebody who can come in and make an impact on the rebounding end right away, he is your best bet for this draft. He has a knack for the ball, and ever since I've watched him, even in high school, he was doing just that, right? He had a knack for the ball. Now, granted, he was bigger than most people. I'm telling you, in the league, I think he's still going to be taller than most. He has some weight to put on, but those are things you can't coach. So gets the rebound on the defensive end, trails the play, and then goes up aggressively and gets fouled. Goes to the free throw line, and is shooting at a better clip than most bigs. So, those are things you really can't teach, man. That's an effort play. That's an effort play. So what you're really looking at is with him and Karl Anthony Towns is probably playing James Wiseman at the 5 and moving Cat to the 4. Cat likes to stretch the floor a little more, but Cat is physical in the post, but he likes to stretch the floor a little more. And even so, I think you can play. Look at that. That's a crazy catch. That's a crazy catch. I think you can. I think you can play them both, man. I really do. Like I said, he's from an athletic standpoint, he's more athletic than Cat is right now. I mean, the stuff you just throw it around the rim, right? Just throw it around the rim. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just throw it around the rim, and he's going to get it. So look at him getting out there on the little guard, getting at the little guard. Still can contest the shot. I like him, man. As far as a defensive player, he's probably the best defender in the league, or in the draft rather. Let me get that right. He's the best defender in the draft, and he will alter a ton of shots over his career. Now, I do think offensively, as you see in this tape, we haven't seen much of him like stepping out to hit a jump shot or anything crazy. This is all fundamental work, and things will change in the NBA because people are longer and they are stronger. But offensively, like I said, I like his game offensively as well. He's grown quite a bit, and I think that can help, going forward. So he's not going to be much of a jump shooter, but he can be a threat on the offensive end. Obviously, you can't leave somebody that big open. So trailing and running the play, running the floor. He'll be the most athletic big probably right away. Other than Bam, I gotta think. But other than Bam, that comes to my mind right away, he'll definitely be the most athletic big as far as running the floor. I like that. Took his time, got a nice little pearl in there and everything. Good big, man. So, I know, like I said, playing too big seems ancient, but I don't think it is. Would you play Karl Anthony Towns with James Wiseman? Move Cat to the 4 and let James Wiseman play the 5? I mean, he's, like I said, he's going to be, the league is shorter, so he'll probably be taller than, if not as tall, as everybody else on the floor. That's a good pass too from your big. Put him in the middle to make a decision, and he made the right decision. Get that out of there, man. Get that out of there. It's a shame that the NCAA didn't let him play, fulfill his freshman year, citing improper benefits or whatever they want to call it. But that's a joke, man. That's a joke, man. They really changed and altered Memphis' season and the momentum that they had as a school. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. Ain't none of that, man. No easy. Look at that. Position. Strength. Finish. Look at that. Position. Give them the ball. Position. There we go. See, this is what I wanted to see. Now you see the turnaround. You see, look at them trailing the play. Just bigger than everybody, man. And here he was against Oregon. So this is like some of those top teams that you'll see him against, or some of those top tier athletes. Look at that. Good roll, good finish. Let's stay active. Let's get in there. He's dunking. He's not even jumping. He ain't even jumping, man. He's not jumping. So all in all, when I look at this, man, like I said, I do see somebody worthy of being the #1 pick. Not only for what he's going to do on the defensive end, but what he can grow into on the offensive end. Cat can use another big to help him rebound. And then, like I said, it'll help Cat on the defensive end where he doesn't have to guard some of the better bigs, just being quite honest. So, James Wiseman will be the #1 pick in the 2020 NBA draft, and this is why. We will be back with another one. Let me know who y'all want to see next. I know it's a 3-headed race for #1 pick, but hey, we can keep going through the list, so let me know who you would like to review next. From the Soul or LLC TV, we appreciate you. Out.